In this video, we will be talking about the counting principle and how to use it to determine the number of outcomes. The fundamental counting principle says that if you have two events, that the first event can occur in m different ways. After it has occurred, another event can occur in a different number of ways. And the number of ways that the two events can occur is being able to multiply those outcomes together. For example, how many different pairs of letters from the English alphabet are possible? So it's asking for a pair of letters, so you're looking for two letters. Now, there are 26 letters in the alphabet. You choose one letter of the alphabet, and for the next letter, you still have all 26 that you can choose. Because if you think about the fact you could have AA, AB, AC, AD, all the way down to AZ, and then you could have BA, BB, BC, all the way down to Z, all the way across to Z. So in this case, according to the fundamental principle, you can multiply 26 times 26 together to be able to get your answer, which is 676 different possible outcomes. Let's suppose the telephone numbers in the U.S. have 10 digits. Well, they do have 10 digits. The first three are the area code, and the next 7 are the local telephone number. How many different telephone numbers are possible within each area code? Which means we are not dealing with the area code itself. We're talking about in one area code, how many different telephone numbers are possible. Now, note that a local telephone number cannot begin with a 1 or a 0. So you got to think, how many different digits can you have for each space of a telephone number? Well, you can have 0 all the way through the number 9. So there are 10 different digits that you can have. Now, you cannot have a 1 or a 0 at the front. So therefore, you have 8 left. There's 10 digits, but a 1 or a 0 you need to subtract. So you have 8 digits left. For the rest of the spaces, though, any of the 10 digits can be used. So therefore, your answer will be 800,000 different telephone numbers that can be created. In how many ways can 6-question true-false exams be answered? You have 6 questions, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 2 different possible outcomes. You can have a true or a false for the number first problem. You can have a true or false for the second. You can have a true or false for the third, and so forth, which means you can have 2 outcomes for the first question, 2 outcomes for the second question, 2 outcomes for the third question, all the way down. So you can think about the fact that you're multiplying by the number of 2 6 times, or you could say it is 2 to the 6th power. So I believe your answer should be 64 different outcomes of an answer key from 6-question true-false. How many license plates can be created if there are 2 letters followed by 3 numbers where no letters or numbers may repeat? So first, the license plate is going to have 2 letters. So these first 2 will be letters. And then you have 3 numbers. Those will represent numbers. Now, we know again that there are 26 letters in the alphabet, but this is different in the fact that they said numbers or letters may not repeat. Whatever letter is used for the first blank, that means you will only have 25 letters to choose from in the second blank. Now, the next would be numbers. We have 10 different digits that could go in the first space, 0 through 9. Whatever digit is used, that means there's only 9 digits left that can be used. And then whatever digit is used there are only 8 from that. So to multiply all of those together will be 468,000 different combinations of a license plate number. Jane has 3 different colored shirts, 4 different pairs of pants, and 5 different pairs of shoes. How many different outfits can she wear? So she has 3 shirts. In each shirt, she can choose one of 4 different pairs of pants. And then each combination of those, they can she can choose 5 different pairs of shoes. So in every one of these scenarios, she can choose a different pant for the shirt, a different shoe for the shirt. So according to the fundamental counting principle, you can multiply the different scenarios together to come up with your answer. There are 60 different outfits that she can create from 3 different colored shirts, 4 different pants, and 5 different pairs of shoes, assuming that it does not matter if they match. In a school building, there are 10 doors that can be used to enter the building and 8 stairways to the second floor. How many different routes are there? According to the fundamental counting principle, you have 10 doors and 8 stairways, which means you have 80 different routes that can be taken from the outside of the building to get to the second floor.